Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Alright, we are good and ready to go. So, hello people of the internet. It is I, SolarRackDragon here, back with more Fate Grand Order, where today we may, or may not, be finishing up the final of the GudaGuda final Honoji campaign. Did I mention final? Because that seems to be a very common thing in this. But yes, we will be hopefully finishing up today. I actually have no idea how much is left, but I kind of feel like we're getting close to the end, so you know, it's my personal hope that we'll finish it today. Nothing much has really occurred in the meantime. Looks like some sort of update with the event. I think it's just the challenge quest probably being available to do, if I had to guess. Epilogue. There we go. So the epilogue was just released 2 days ago. So that happened, but nothing else much has changed. Just claiming in my login stuff, the commemorative login bonus is of course going on, but haven't really, it's not really much. I mean, don't get me wrong, apples are always nice. What did I just click there? Okay, I clicked the 30 Saint Quartz for the one thing. Didn't get to read off of it. Well, we got 30 Saint Quartz, you know? I don't remember what it was from. I think it was some campaign. Obviously some campaign, but sorry I'm a little scattered. Little bit tired today, but I can work through it. Very clearly I have been doing some of this on the off-screen. I did also get a CE drop off-screen as well, which is awesome. But main things are, we can clear out all the foes and all the golden embers. So let me see here. 300, 7, and 9 is 1,600 total of the 3-star thing. So I still get a wild to farm. Sorry I wasn't listening to you, Kagetora. Sorry. But yeah, not much really has changed. We will just get this party started. Trying to remember where we were at. Right. So this is one that we could do. I might have tried it. I don't remember. Have I tried this one? I honest to goodness cannot remember if I've tried this suited role. I kind of don't think I did, because I was a little short on materials. Also, I only realized I've got 5 days to complete GudaGuda, so I gotta move-a. So yeah, let's get this party started with this. I don't have the suited. You know, I've changed my mind. I'm not going to start with that just because, not because I don't have any guts, but more, I'm already running short on time, so I don't really want to, you know, push it. So we're going to continue with the story, defeat them, Kakare Shibata's weakness. It's the big guy again. Of course it's the big guy again. Given that it's him, we'll throw Melt at him. Simple as that. The Caldea clan has finally succeeded in conquering all territory other than Demon King Nobunaga's. So now we can't go any further without figuring out what to do about Gunroku, huh? That's right, we can no longer keep our distance from Shibata and wait for him to retreat, like we did before. If we're gonna invade Demon King Nobunaga's base in Asuchi, we'll need to find a way to defeat him.
Yes, that Kuzu guy was full of it after all. He said we'd find the heroic spirit we need to beat old man Shibata, don't we? But we never found anyone like that.
It's not Kuzu, it's the caster Makuzu. Though yes, at this point it does seem like he was lying to us. So we have to figure out a way to defeat Shibata the demon, huh? Are you sure my son Denzuki wouldn't work on him? I mean, I could aim for his heart.
Man, I don't know why, but you really rubbed me the wrong way. Now that we have numbers, what if we try to take him together? Powerfully as he is, he can't beat us all at once.
Try and get by him with a brute force alone, Interesting. Somehow that excites me as much now as it would have when I was younger.
Well, I guess there is something to be said for going all out at times like this. In that case, why don't we hit them all with our noble phantasms at once?
We may have no choice if we can't find a better way.
Nothing? Really nothing? Cha-cha? Hold it right there. Hold it right there. You two. Cha-cha and Nobukatsu.
So how can they help us?
Is his weakness Cha-Cha, perhaps?
Hey, are we sure we want to let them handle this?
I don't know, but either way, we need to make sure to soften him up first. Agreed. After we wear him down, then it'll all rest on the plan we agreed to. I doubt it'll be that easy to land a single strike against a warrior like him.
Hey, the important thing is that we get past him, right? If we end up beating him ourselves, there's nothing wrong with that.
I still don't know where you get your confidence from, but you aren't wrong.
Her smile is still a little bit weird.
Charge, advance, don't worry, Master. I'll handle this.
Alright then, everyone. Remember to stick to the plan.
Shibata the demon, huh? Interesting. Let's see how he stacks up against the demon vice commander of the Shinsengumi.
Okita-soji, Captain of Shinsegamis, infantryman of Kaldea clan, ready for battle.
Ah. I commend your resolve in facing us head-on, demon. Let's see how long it lasts against my fists. Oh yeah, laugh this off. Ningen Mukatsu.
Come, Bishamonten's protection is with us. I do like Kagetora, just that smile's a little creepy. Just a little creepy.
Okay, so I'm guessing for the assassin it's probably going to be Okitan as the one to go with. And we've got it. Game, set, match. Mount has NP, Mount has stars to gain crit, to gain stuffs. We got this. Little to no issues whatsoever. And the illusory buff just because there's no kill quite like overkill. And doo-doo-doos. Never get tired of watching Mount dance like this. It just occurs to me I still need to put a couple of people into the level up order. I will say that they're cool, but they're not cooler than some of these 4 stars. And easy I'd say here would go him. I just need to get image. Oof. And as I guessed, easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's a bit too big of an image. Hang on. Perfect fit. And he didn't give us much of anything this time. And one more. Second verse is probably the same as the first. So that's him. And then he needs to go in.
Charge, advance.
I didn't want to believe you could still be standing after everything we've hit him with.
So much for beating him ourselves. My Ningen Mukotsu didn't do shit against him.
It's like fighting a boulder. He simply refuses to go down no matter how hard I hit him.
Hey, is that plan they come up with ready yet? We're not gonna last much longer out here.
They should be any moment.
Charge, advance.
Shibata the demon, really? You got a lot of nerve to show your face here, Gunroku.
Fight! Who are you? That voice? No, it can't be.
How dare you pretend to be Sister's loyal lieutenant after you'd let me talk you into betraying her? What a joke. You know what you did to Sister back then. You have no right to side with her now.
Lord Nobukatsu, Is it really you? This can't be right. Lady Nobunaga killed you.
Shibata's finally stopped.
I didn't know Gunroku was still hung up on that. The fact that you killed Nobukatsu? When Nobukatsu incited a revolt against me back when we were alive, Gunroku chose to side with him. Of course, we managed to work things out, and he ended up as one of my trusted retainers.
So that was so shaken by what Nobukatsu had to say.
Gunroku always did feel bad about what happened, even after I told him I'd forgotten all about it. Hey, Deontay, welcome to the stream. Happy things. Do I have my CEs for the rerun of Nero Fest? It's Ishtar Fest, though, right? It's Battle in New York 2021, but it's Ishtar Fest this year, and that's all new CEs, isn't it? You idiot retainers wouldn't know what to know my sister's greatness if it hit you upside your heads. If it wasn't for you.
Forgive me. I promise I'll never betray Lady Nobunaga again.
You expect me to believe that? Trust me, sister's never forgot what you did to her either. Your sins will follow you forever, Gunroku. You'll pay dearly for them. It's only a matter of time.
Stop. Please. Stop. I'm Lady Nobunaga's.
Ouch, sometimes it's kind of scary how there's no depths to which my brother won't sink. Oh, really? They're seriously gonna rerun Nero Fest. It's not gonna be the 4th iteration of Nero Fest. They're doing an actual rerun of Nero Fest. That's a little weird. And given that there's been 3 Nero Fests, I'm gonna have to ask which Nero Fest you're talking about here.
Senpai Shibata's spirit just weakening. I think we should be able to defeat him now.
Get him.
No, I see the plan was not to attack the body, but the mind. Clever. At any rate, this is the chance we've been waiting for. Let's go, everyone.
But the same CEs, even. Interesting. Let's insert one here. This will be where he goes. Oh, the one with Bryn? Oh, the one that I failed to get Bryn on, and I got NP7 Nero instead. I should have that. I should have those CEs. I'm a hoarder when it comes to CEs. If my nearly full CE inventory wasn't a hint enough of that, you know. I still gotta make time to get through all those suckers. Ugh. So they're redoing that one, huh? Interesting. I didn't really have too difficult a time with it the first time around, so it should be fine. Nero Cat. I don't remember. I could have swore it was Bride Nero, but I remember Bryn, because I do remember, because I mainly rolled for Bryn at that time, and I didn't get hit her. Ugh. I really do need Bryn, though. I really do. Overgage. But interesting that they are rerunning Nero Fest rather than... I don't know. What else would they do? Make a continuation where Nero's taken back Nero Fest, I suppose. Might have made a little bit more sense, but eh. Oh, it's called Nero Fest Early Summer. Oh, and that actually, you know, I didn't really click with me that you said that they were redoing Cass Nero's banner. Is Cass Nero like the summer servant that's had the most straight ups, I want to say? I almost feel like she is the summer servant with the absolute most straight ups. Cass Nero is. And easy kill. Copy. Paste. Hey! We see his second ascension, this guy. Shibata's. Man, I can't wait for this big guy to, you know, become a servant. I think so. Plus, they won't do more Neo Brides. She comes out in the Akihabara event. Is that getting a rerun too? Or is it just because that happened very recently?
Did we win?
Hey, don't go tempting fate like that. Oh, was that sister pretty good, right? Gonroku had changed so much since I last saw him that I honestly was a little scared. I was honestly a little scared, but he turned out to be no problem at all. Though he certainly gave us all quite a bit of trouble up to this point, didn't he? Still, maybe I went a little too far. He might be kind of simpleton, but he's not a bad guy.
No, I refuse to let this end now.
He's still moving.
I did turn my back on Lady Nobunaga once. There may have only been a single lapse of judgment, but there was indeed a time when I failed to put my faith in her. But that is exactly why I so fervently wish to serve Lady Nobunaga now. After she died and that damn monkey turned over, I couldn't stand to see him run the Oda clan into the ground. But then my cowardice led to Lady Oichi's death too.
Gonroku, I didn't know you had taken it so hard. Third Ascension? His Ascension artworks aren't really that different.
That's why I cannot squander this chance. I refuse to retreat so much as a single step. My liege Nobunaga Mazuchi, watch over me. I promise I will devote all my strength and will to this battle.
Be careful.
Charge!
It's alright, Lord Gonroku, it's alright.
It's you.
You can rest now, Lord Gonroku.
That face, Cha-Cha. Is that really you?
It wasn't your fault, Lord Gonroku. Everything changed with the times. I'm sure Mother never blamed you for her fate.
But I...
You haven't changed a bit. You're still the same as when my sisters and I visit Kitan and Osho for the first time. It's alright, kind Lord Gonroku. No. Father, you can rest now. Father? Oh. Huh. I didn't know that. That's actually kind of interesting. I didn't know that Shibata the demon was Cha-Cha's father. Interesting.
Cha-Cha, my Cha-Cha. Even now, you would still call me father.
Of course, father. I've always been proud to be your daughter.
Have you now? I didn't realize I've been lost all this time, unable to come to terms with my own cowardice. Forgive me, Lord Nobunaga. It seems I was destined to be disloyal to the end. A single remark from my little girl is all it took to knock the fight out of me. Take care, my dear Cha-Cha.
Aww. Father, you really are a hopeless softie. I don't know what we're gonna do with you. And we get another GudaGuda Demon King X3. Yay. And more quests unlocked. AKA just the Fortress of the Sun, where we get another servant. I will gladly take that. And just because, why not? We're just gonna send Melton. Delicious H2O. Ah, Media.
Come on in, step right up. You haven't lived till you've tried a bowl of authentic South Sea Kaikion. Wait, why am I out here playing porch? Media, what are you doing here? My mentor asked me to come over to this country and open a restaurant so I could spread the joys of Kaikion. Business was booming at first, but then another restaurant calling itself the Sparrow's Perch opened up nearby. And my sales have died down to practically nothing ever since.
Yeah, I got a good feeling about food from the Sparrow's Perch.
I like to think I make a decent bowl, but the big thing working against Kaikion is lack of variety to it. If a customer shows up asking for pork chops or pizza or pumpkin pie, I can offer them as porridge. So on that note, you guys are the Chaldea clan now, right? If I win, how about you sign a contract saying you'll buy Kaikion from me on a regular to feed your army? Deal? I'm not sure that's... Too late to back out now. Come on, I've got a bullet flavored Kaikion with your name on it right here.
Oh, Media, I'm not gonna lose to you. I've got a Melt on my side, and Melt beats most everything. Hey, a Medinobu. Poor restaurant owner Media. She is not even gonna get a single turn to do anything. Such a shame, really. Such a shame. I will say she might prevent me from 2 NPing in a row, but no guarantees there. Go, Melt. Dance to your heart's content. One turn. Probably. Maybe one turn. Yep, one turn. Crit Buster for the win. Oh, we would have NP2 twice in a row. Nice. 3 neutral servants. And a caster piece. Nothing crazy. As expected. Dun, 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 dun. I lost. No, I'm gonna go broke with all the extra stock of Kaikion I have left over. So this is Kaikion. It's really good. Maybe we really could use this to feed the Chaldea clan's army soul. It's definitely tasty and it seems to be rich in nutrients too. Who are you again? It doesn't matter. What matters is that you're all men of taste. It's true, Kaikion gonna be taking this medicine. Yes, it's that good for you. And I'm sure you can use a steady source of nutritious meals since you're fighting a nearly endless war. Alright, Kagetora. You approve, so I approve.
Well, that takes care of this month's stock. Now I can finally relax and...
Excuse me, boss. We just got another shipment of Kaikion in from the main office.
Set it back, damn it. I swear, Auntie always goes overboard with these things.
Aw. Poor Media. And Cersei.
I'm Media, the owner of the local Kaikion restaurant. I'll make sure Chaldea's kitchens are ship-shape from now on. Now, if you'll excuse me, this Kaikion stock isn't going to carry itself.
Restaurant owner Media, pledge her loyalty to you. You can now choose her as an NPC.
We're not going to, but we can.
What we're going to do here is do this other...
Not that Bishamontan appears. We're gonna do Obama's thing. Get this, craft us this. I figured as much. And I'm gonna go down to the Rami Thread Farm. Yeah, this'll be fine. This'll be fine. Oh, it's so adorable. I do hope that we're nearly there with the event. I really, really do. Not that I don't like the GudaGuda event or anything. It's just, you know, part of me would like to play other stuff. Oh, Fugitive's Vengeful Ghost. I totally could have sold this with Melt. Or not. Interesting. I mean, I still probably could have sold it with Melt. Now that I'm saying it's allowed. I'm not gaining any NP here. Interesting. Very interesting that you not give any NP here, game. Nido Brio, maybe insta-death? Hey, I'm getting NP! Hey! I got a whole 2%! Bye, Arash. Yeah, I may need to retry this quest with going for a melt solo attempt here. Not really solo, but you know what I mean. Depravity. Is that got a duration? No, it's just straight up lowering it. That's more than a little annoying. Evasion there and here. And need a burrito king guts, I suppose. And then do-do-do. We're only gonna get NP from Waver at this point. Oh, you son of a biscuit. That ticks me off to a very high degree. A very, very high degree. Okay, screw this. Fall out. Fall back. Withdraw. We're going in with Melt, and we're just running this sucker over. Because, good gracious, this thing is annoying me now. This party will do quite nicely. We'll have an instant Melt MP off the bat. Yeah. This is a very annoying battle, actually. Media doesn't... I don't even know what Media's doing for me. Mana creation. Whatever that's supposed to do. Okay. I mean, I suppose I could find out what it does by not bringing Media, but that kind of seems a little not wise, just in case. Stars might be pointless, but all up. Melt, crush this thing, please, and thank you. There we go. There we go. That could have been a very annoying fight. Not gonna lie. Could have been very annoying if I didn't just resort to Melt Go Burr. Speaking of which, has the Daily Melt person uploaded anything? We get the Great Fool of Owari command code. Engrave crit strength against Divine by 30. A human life spans but 50 years set against life in the heavens. It is but a dream, an illusion. There you have it. This encompasses everything that is destined to perish, and even though I perished within the roaring flame, some twist of fate or maybe even karma had led me to getting drawn to an event like this. Don't fret. I can't help it if time cries out for me. Time to destroy all three realms of existence. For I am Oda Nobunaga, the Demon King of the Sixth Heaven. Appropriately epic. And that's that. So we have gameplay delay. So let me quickly fix. And by gameplay, I meant audio delay. I thought I caught a hint of it when the audio started going all glitchy weird on me, but I'm glad to know my assumption was correct. Okay, make sure that was moved to the proper location. And we're good. Awesome. Alright, what is next? The next thing is Part 3 Descent Demon King Nobunaga. We have enough materials to do this, so let's get this party started. We'll bring Nobu, and go with this lineup, I think. Yeah, this lineup should be fine. Let's go.
So, Gonroku is dead.
Yes, my liege. By the time I arrived, I'm afraid there was nothing to be done.
No matter. Gonroku served me well. He is under respite.
As for the Chaldea clan, they are preparing to launch a direct assault on Ozuchi as we speak.
Then we must muster our entire regiment to ride out to meet them. This battle will decide everything.
Well, I'm afraid there have been some complications on that front, my liege.
What sort of complications?
You see, we currently are unable to feed our soldiers.
I don't understand. I thought we had plenty of rice to spare thanks to the string of bumper crops we've had in recent years.
Yes, well, I'm told a merchant by the name of Kameyama Troop has purchased a majority of Azuchi's rich rice supply.
Kameyama Troop. Orioma, you genius, you. So I don't think we'll have to worry about Demon King Nobunaga's army making any moves on their own for a while.
When did you even find the time to start a merchant business since the last time we saw you, Ryoma?
Well, if it was the perfect cover for gathering some information, so I figured I'd take advantage of that.
You went off the enemy's entire supply of rice, huh? That's really clever. Even the Demon King version of me can't raise an army without feeding it.
The rice was unusually cheap thanks to a string of bumper crops anyways, so it wasn't even all that hard.
Are you never carried so many bags of rice in a useful life?
Anyway, this has given us a good chance to march right into Azuchi and square off with the Demon King Nobunaga without a big long series of battles just to get there.
Devious bastard. I'm glad you're not working for the other side and that you weren't with the shogunate back in the day.
I'll say. Were you always so good at this sort of thing, Sakamoto?
No, I wouldn't say that. I just figure if there's a way to avoid fighting, that's the way to go.
So this is economic warfare. I guess my Demon King self didn't see this coming, since there couldn't be many others who were good at that sort of thing in this time.
Yeah, Lord Toyotemi's about the only other guy I can think of who'd bothered with such a boring plan.
Now that I think about it, I bet Monkey would have loved tactics like this. He always seemed like the only one in the Oda clan who really knew how to make money work for him.
At any rate, now that Demon King's newfound impoverishment has greatly impeded the capabilities, does it mean we can finally be settling things directly?
I still can't imagine we'll be about to just walk into Azuchi no matter how low on rations they may be. So what if we split our forces here? One army could create the diversion by pretending to attack Azuchi head on, and the main one will be free to slip into this castle undetected. That could work, so you'll handle the diversion while the rest of us handle the Demon King God of War. Actually, there's something about the Demon King Nobunaga I want to make sure for myself, so I prefer to join the Mace Force as we speak as well. In that case, I think the only ones here who can oversee the diversion are Hichikata, me, and me.
That's fine, I'll handle the diversion. I don't have much experience commanding large armies, but we're just going for a diversion here, so that shouldn't be a problem.
Then I'll go with you. I've got plenty of experience when it comes to large-scale warfare.
Great. With the famous Lord Nobunaga helping out, we're practically already won. Okay, you're to lead the vanguard as captain of the first unit.
Vanguard, that's fine with me, but to be honest, leading isn't really my thing. I never told you all this before, but I'm actually much better when it comes to assassinations and such.
Yeah, I knew that.
You did? I think I'll join the main force. I may not be as proficient as fighting as silence and there's that manslayer over there, but it still suits me better than a direct assault.
Also, that was definitely a hint to Oki's swimsuit again.
I'm coming with the main force too. I bet I'll get tons of points for taking down the Demon King boss.
Alright, the Master, myself, Kakitora, Lishu, and more, and then Midori and Nomu will join the main force, while Hijikata, Okita, and Kiboshi will lead the diversionary force.
Then Chacha will stay down and hold the castle. Honestly, Chacha's too tired to do anything else now anyway. I think I'll do the same. I'd hate to come along and end up getting in Sister's way.
What about you, Sakamoto?
You guys can handle the Demon King. I've still got some things I need to look into.
Like finding Izo. Or you have no idea where that dumbass could be.
Let's give it all we got.
I have a feeling Izo is going to be under control of those one people. Possibly as might Okutan. They both may very well be. Yawn.
Impressive, I never thought they could attack our supply chain. And here I thought I was certain I was the only dime on this age of the warring states who knew how to wield economics in war. It seems I let my conceit get the best of me.
I'm so sorry, Lord Nobunaga. I should have caught this before it became a problem.
No matter, our army alone was never going to prevail against the enemy's servants anyway. I was always going to have to face them myself at some point.
Forgive the interruption, my liege, but the Chaldeans have begun invading Azuchi. Their forces appear to number about 60,000.
Oh, no wonder they were able to conquer almost all of the eastern provinces. What do you make of this, Mitsuhide?
If that count is accurate, the invading force would constitute the bulk of their army. However, as you said yourself, an army alone can never prevail against the servants. So I suspect this is a diversion and that a separate unit will be taking advantage of it to make their way here. Pardon the on.
Yes, I expect so as well. Very well, then I will leave my army in your command, Mitsuhide. Muster our troops and meet these attacks head on the field.
My liege, they'll be playing right into the enemy's hands.
Do you truly think I would lose to the likes of them? Or perhaps you're plotting to turn my own forces against me once more?
Not at all. Never again. Very well then, but I ask you at least take him with you. He should be at least able to help against the servants.
I can easily handle the likes of them all on my own, but I suppose I can give this one an opportunity. This is the opportunity to save face.
Thank you, my liege. Rest assured the Chaldeans' army will never suffer when past my gunners.
Good, now that I hope these Chaldeans prove to be at least somewhat entertaining. I thought there should be many more guards than we're seeing here. That's true. We still haven't run into any real resistance.
Maybe this just means our diversion is working better than we expected.
Well, this sucks. If I knew it was going to be like this, I'd have gone with the frontal assault and gotten way more points that way.
Yeah, something's off here.
Pardon the on. By the time you realize something's off, it's already too late.
Master!
Just the sort of cowardly tactic I'd expect from an assassin. Not that I'm in any position to criticize. Damn it, how the hell did an old man like you figure out what I was up to?
Izo!
Izo, is that you?
Huh? You know who I am? Yes, me, I'm the Demon King Nobunaga's faithful retainers. Manslayer Izo.
Well, I guess we don't need to ask what happened to him. He's obviously been brainwashed.
Master, you don't mind if I kill this guy, right? Great, thanks. I'll do that right now. Hey, you. Nobody makes an attempt on my master's life and lives to tell about it.
Word, he was talented enough to begin with, and this Demon King seems to be enhancing his strength further. You shouldn't watch him without a plan.
Guess I don't have any other options. Get out here, men. I'll finish them all off right now. Yes, Lord Izo, we will attack on your command.
Looks like Izo wasn't the only one lying in wait for us. They've got us surrounded. What should we do now? Kid, come with me. We'll stay behind and hold them off. The rest of you go take care of this Demon King person.
Who the hell are you calling kid, old man? And why should I? I got plans to kill a Demon King.
Don't make me laugh. You really think a couple of weak things like you can so might just slow me down?
Yeah, okay, I'm in. Let's go. Go ahead, Master. I'm gonna kill the shit out of this guy. Next time I see you, his head will be decorating my spear.
Yeah, try to leave his head on his shoulders, please. Thank you.
In that case, we better make our way past them. Let's go, Mash. We're searching for Tina Mash Carly, preparing for battle.
Oh, no, you don't. Not one of you is getting out of here alive.
Well, I mean, technically, Mash and I are the only ones that are alive in the traditional sense of the word, so he's not wrong for a majority of the case. Stella it up. And game set. Match. Izo. You never really stood a chance against the likes of me. We'll get Nobu buffing just in case, though. Because you never know what could happen sometimes. Yep, I was right. Game, set, by Izu. He's not really neutral. I mean, I guess could be considered as Izu's a bit of a weird case. Nose is a little stuffy, it seems. And now is the final bout here. And you know what? Given that it's the final bout, it is only appropriate to do Nobu v Nobu for the grand prize. Tell me, Caster, how is your plan progressing? I'm pleased to say that this Chaldea clan is finally gearing up for the Demon King to confront Demon King Nobunaga. Wonderful. Once the Demon King is out of the picture, we can finally go on saving all living creatures. True, the Chaldeans do seem like they do much more respective to our goal than the Demon King. Why, they might even volunteer to help you accomplish it. All that we have to do now, all that we do to bring about paradise on Earth. I do wonder who this caster is. He's an interesting one. Never thought we'd find Okada here brainwashed into working for the enemy. Maybe it's so not so odd. He never struck me as much of a thinker. Yeah, he really isn't. It's too bad Sakamoto isn't here with us. He might have been able to get through to Izo. You said the castle keep was down this corridor, right? I trust you already for what waits us here, there. This place seems pretty much the same as I remember it, so yeah, the keep should be right up ahead. It won't be much longer until we meet Demon King Nobunaga for ourselves. Let's go, senpai. You really are getting into the smash, aren't you? Come on now, let's go see what this Demon King me is like. She is.
I'm impressed you made it this far, soul of Chaldea. So you're the Demon King Nobunaga. And you must be Nagao Kagetora, Ichigo's god of war. Huh, now the Demon King and a god of war about to do battle. This truly feels like the conflict's climax.
That seems a bit excessive even for a Nobu. Well, damn, I knew it was hot stuff, but Demon King B's next level hot. You're not wrong, Nobu.
This is neither the time nor the place for that, Nobunaga of Chaldea.
It's not, huh? My bad. Guess I better just shut up and start killing.
Oh my, how scary. How very like me to get my enemy to lower their guard before mounting a surprise attack.
Damn, guess it figures you know what I was thinking.
Demon King Nobunaga, you have been tormenting innocent people for far too long. Now I, Naga Kagetora, shall defeat you in the name of Bishamonten. Oh, so you're on the behalf of the heavens, are you? I've heard rumors about you. It seems that Chigo's god of war is an even greater fool than I was told. Ever since you were alive, you've been hung up on fighting for honor and reason, all that. It's always gotten on my nerves. If you love the gods and Buddha that much, you should have contented yourself with chanting prayers in a temple somewhere. The human world is bound by morality. I fight to ensure that morality prevails. You talk a big game for someone whose heart is nowhere in it. Huh? What are you trying to say? Listen up, neither the gods nor the Buddha have any place in my world. I am the heavens and the law of this world itself. I am Oda Nobunaga, Demon King of the Sixth Heaven. It wasn't clear you were an enemy of the gods before. That show of conceit and certainly is now. Oh, you claim to be an avatar of the gods. You come to pass judgment on me as such, and you call me conceited. I can see there is no sense in us talking further, so I shall say no more. All that remains now is to do battle. Hey, this is me we're talking about. If peaceful resolution was in my repertoire, things would have never gone as bad as they were in the first place. It looks like I'm vastly outnumbered. You're not gonna call foul there. Funny you should say that. It doesn't matter how many weak kings band together. I could beat you all with my arms tied behind my back. Now experience the power of the Demon King of the Sixth Heaven.
Let's do this thing! I don't really remember that beat. I don't remember where we even heard that beat. Okay. Burn. And inflicts burn with a single attack. Huh? Annoying, but interesting. We'll take Can't Be Held, because that'll make our Buster really smack here in a couple of turns. Especially if we can get an NP here. Like we can. Do we need an NP though? Becomes the question now. I'm gonna guess we're not gonna need to NP for this turn. We will Illusion. That buff lasts for 2 turns, so next turn will be the final turn of it. It's risky, but I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. See if we can blast through 82,000 here. If we crit, we will, definitely. Oh, yes. Oh, my. I love me some big numbers like that. I really do. And now is the time for Nobu to beat Nobu. Merlin to lead it off. Easy.
久しぶりの運動は応えるね。
3 bones. I will take the bones. I think I do quite need them bones, them bones, them bones, them bones.
Good, Vanguard. Advance, keep your guard up, Okita.
Okita Soji, infantry, one of the Chaldea clan's first unit, moving out. You know, I'm pretty sure I've earned a promotion to captain at the very least by now.
The enemy Vanguard is cutting their way in, Lord Mitsuhide. What are your orders for the gunners?
Nothing, at least not yet. We're gonna draw them in as far as possible first.
Now, gunners, fire at will.
So we see it is their commander, huh? No wonder their defense is so tight. This isn't his first rodeo by a long shot.
I can see why he was such a decorated general in the Warring States period.
What do we do now? We can't just keep putting our Vanguard through the grinder like this. True, for the moment, I think we'd better have them retreat then.
Are you alright? You're starting to fade away.
Oh, so... Aw. Internet go dying. So it's every 49. Every hour on the 49th minute of the hour, the stream will perish. 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 Come on. Reconnect. 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 Let's go OBS. Let's go OBS. There we go. OBS is back online. And it says it's mirroring. It's very clearly not mirroring. It showed me the code. That's not it mirroring. Stop mirroring. Try again. There we go. And get back to the proper sizing here. Nope, a little too high. That should do. Yep. Oh, I saw him. This is so cool. I can see right through my own hand. This isn't funny. What's going on? Looks like something must have happened to the other Miis.
It may have been a Lord Mitsuhide.
So it's begun. It's begun. Oh, I'm impressive. Naga Kagator, you do yourself a disservice describing yourself as a mere avatar of Bishamonten. There's something far greater than Bishamonten in you, something both inhuman and human, something deviant from humanity itself. Hands off a Demon King Nobunaga. True, Kagator is crazy strong. I'm just glad she's on my side. So, Demon King. Oh, see, my role here is complete. Soul of Chaldea, was it? Now that the Demon King, the enemy, and the tormentor of all living things is about to disappear, do you truly believe paradise will come to this world? What you talking about? Oh, nothing. I just couldn't help but wonder what this world will hold for you now that I'm gone. Farewell, Chaldeans. She doesn't disappear in gold, she disappears in fire. Demon King Nobunaga's disappeared. Honestly, that was a bit of a letdown, as easy as it was. Those last words were ominous, though. Sure, you need to be a lot stronger before you go around claiming to be Demon King me. Huh? Nobunaga, look at you. What's going on? Huh? What is it? That's weird. Did you all shrink a little?
You have become the Demon King Nobu.
Oh yeah, you guys didn't shrink, I got bigger. All of me got bigger. I guess that can't be helped. Well, certainly can be.
Nobu became the Demon King Nobu.
How ironically wonderful. And another one bites the dust. We get some serpent jewels and...
皆さん、勝ち時をあげましょう。えい、えい、
Oh. Alright. Assignment the Legendary Shinobi. Tax Collection in Castle Azuchi. Let's do this assignment here. Oh, you son of a... Enhance. I don't care. You. As long as I've got one locked down, I don't care. And I'm pretty darn confident I've got at least one locked down. There we go. 20 more space. There we go.
そろそろく
Relief. So, legendary shinobi assignment. This guy and sorry, dude, but I kind of prefer Melt to you. Nothing wrong with you, but yeah, I prefer Melt. So Danzo or Fuma.
Senpai, I've been looking to crash kidnappings that have been taking place in town recently.
Or Chiyome.
And I finally managed to track down the kidnappers' hideout.
They're gonna pay for what they've done. Actually, wait, it wasn't even Assassin, it was Ryder, wasn't it?
So this is their hideout. Come on, let's go kill them all before they know what hit them.
Oh, Chris Arm. Shh, please, a moment, please. I take it you're all from the Kaldea clan. Who are? I'm Honoji Hassan Deyu, a humble shinobi. I've been looking into the human traffickers operating around here as well, and they finally succeeded in tracking them to this hideout. If you charge and spear swinging now, there's no telling what might do to the prisoners. Mary suggests we work together here.
Sure, Cursed Arm. The warrior monks. Alright, let's take them to our main headquarters. And don't forget to stop by the castle town and spread the rumors that it was Nobunaga who did this.
You punks trying to pin your crimes on the boss, huh? Not for long, you won't be.
What the? Who are you people? Oh, never mind. We didn't let them leave now that they've seen us. Kill them.
Kill them all! Too bad you're gonna be the dead ones shortly here.
I actually need to see what the best grinding is gonna be for all of this. Because otherwise, I'm gonna be fumbling around for a while, I imagine. Has Keyscopedia updated, perhaps? Nope. Still almost 2 months behind at this point. I do wonder what's going on there. I do. Did I already check their Twitter? I might have. I did. No idea why they haven't, it's weird. But it is what it is. Okay, so let's see if the Fate Grand Order fandom might have a guide. I doubt it, but can always hope, you know. Free quests, it would be... It might. It does! It does! Alright. So there is a guide here for farming, the farming spots themselves. I've been distracting myself here. Should have done. That, are they all mixed nodes? That's gonna kind of suck. They are all mixed nodes. Yeah, it's looking like they might all be mixed nodes for farming. That's gonna be highly annoying, because I'm somewhat kinda OCD on that kind of stuff. So, Gifu Castle, which is what I have been doing, is the best for the restart currency. So that's a relief to know I'm at least doing it right. I don't even need to buff here. Sunpoo, so I can farm the event easily enough. As far as extra currency goes, we'll get mirrors, stakes, and dust. Perhaps as valuable. Okay, I'll take it. I will take it. Up and close the rest. So the next one Let's see. What are we gonna get here? Probably Cursed Arm. I have a feeling there was an assassin is recommended or something, but I'm pretty sure it... Well, I know I've already done it, so... So stay back. One more step and they're dead. Please help me. That's dirty.
Oh, now you're taking hostages, huh? And that's supposed to stop us how exactly?
What? Don't you care if they live or die? I can't believe this. All right, fine. Kill them all! So you don't hesitate for a moment, Lord Mori. If these villains were going to resort to cowardly tricks, it's only fair that we not let the law constrain outside there. Ah, Cursed Arm! And of course, my shuttleless ninjutsu suppresses cowardice and lawlessness. Like, I already freed the hostages shortly after the fighting began. What then? Well, then Lord Mochi Mochi Hassan. Now let's go take them into custody.
Mochi Mochi.
Yeah, that's what... Mochi. Oh, Moshi.
Alright, that worked out perfectly, Master. Nice job on your end, too, Shinobi.
Not at all. I could never have done it without your help. If I'd have known you were acting, I would have been taken just as much as they were. Senpai may suggest we invite Lord Hassan Dayu to help the Chaldea clan in a more efficient capacity. How about it, Hassan Dayu? Very well, now that fate has brought us together, I'm happy to employ my shinobi skills in your service. Again, I kind of don't think I'm gonna really need him, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. I'm Momochi Hassan Dayu, Wandering Shinobi. I do have some leadership experience, so I will be happy to take charge of your shinobi brigade. What did you say they were called? The Mini Nobu Ninja Army. I look forward to training them. Oh man, that'd be awesome if there was like some long in the future strengthening that lets him have some mini Nobus occasionally help him out. That'd be hilarious. And another Bishon Mountain appears. Alright. We could head there, but we're going to head to the Demon King's castle, where we already know that we are going to need the 5-star CE. I kind of doubt anybody's got an MLB'd on my friends list, and I'm pretty sure of that. Hey, Jakester, welcome to the stream. Howdy things. I have not done this challenge quest because I am still working through the story. I'm pretty positive I'm getting close to the end of the story, though. Pretty positive, you know. I just beat the Demon King Nobunaga, and now I am doing the post-Demon King Nobunaga stuff. We'll go Kakitora, and then scroll. You beat this challenge quest? Nice. 8? Oh, good lord. That terrifies me that you just said that, man. That well and truly terrifies me that it took you 87 turns. Dare I ask what the hell it composes of? Yeah, the squad will be fine. Dare I to even ask? An MLB Shopsy. I should actually have that. I did get thank goodness, during my earlier farming, I got one as a drop. So, as long as I can clear out the 5-star currency from the shop, I should have a max limit broken of the damage CE. Which would be nice. Very, very nice.
我は毘沙門天の化身にして越後の軍神長尾景虎我が義を見よ。
Oh. He was nothing. I destroy him many a times with my melts. Many a times. So I should be good. I should be perfectly fine. I'm not cocky at all. 3 million health, you say? Well, that might make the slightest tiniest bit of a difference there, you know. 3 million health might make... Oh, it's not a huge difference, just a little one. Just a very minuscule difference there with 3 million health. A damage cut buff for every turn. So the ideal way to deal with him is to one turn, essentially. So, 3 million health in one turn. That is admittedly a bit of a tall order. Oh, that's his total health. Okay. Whew, I was panicking, wondering. Okay, 3 bars. Okay, that's slightly more manageable. Very slightly more manageable. Yeah, I can imagine so. So it's him. He's got a lot of health. I could bring in Abby, I suppose. Abby is my go-to for those big Zerkers that like to laugh a lot. Use Abby. Oh my. That does not inspire confidence in me. That really does not inspire me with a lot of confidence, I will not lie. She's really my only hope? Trying to think, would Oi be effective? People do it with Kama. Okay. I'm now wondering. Could I do it with King Hassan? I wonder. I do so wonder how well Gramps could do it. If Double Scotty Kama can do it, then I'm pretty positive Double Scotty Melt could probably also do it. But now with Gramps' strengthening, I kind of want to get that strengthening quest done and then throw him at it, see where that leads me. Part of me is just, you know, wants to try that. Well, we don't have Nobu. You know what? The Rami thread lineup is fine. So Double Scotty Kama is attempted. Probably could pull it off with a Double Scotty Melt. It would get his... I don't know how big of a damage cut that is, but if the damage cut can be removed, then maybe. If it can't, then I can see why Kama might be, just because she can charm him.
What happened to you, Nobu? You know, I don't really know myself either, but god damn, I look sexy as hell, don't you think? Just how many variations can you get?
You finally grew up, huh, boss? I don't know what the deal is with those spiky things on your back, but damn, they're not awesome. Wait, is this what you were always like back in the day, boss? I can't even remember anymore.
What's going on? How did this happen? Keep it together. There's nothing to worry about. All the different Lady and Lord Nobunagas in this land were simply consolidated into a single being.
Interesting.
Oh, 8% Michi. Oh wait, you were on our enemy side. What do you think you're doing showing your face around here? Sir Kachima Tsuhide, the famed retainer of the Oda clan.
As soon as Kiposhi disappeared, he surrendered us without another word. My loyalty is to one and only Lady Nobunaga. If this is where I am to find her, then this is where I shall offer my service.
Well, that's awfully convenient. Do we really want this guy hanging around here, sister?
Stunning is the only way around the defense buff. I might give him a couple tries on a couple different configurations. I might, you know. I have to think more in depth about it.
On a different note, when did you get so beautifully badass? Shut up, Nobukatsu. Besides, you're on the enemy's side with the first time we ran into you here too. Anyway, knowing Yumichi, I assume you didn't turn up here empty-handed.
Indeed I did not, my lady. I have information to share about our true enemy. What true enemy? Oh, what is the setup you wish to try?
Pardon the intrusion. A man calling himself the Caster Makuzu is requesting an audience with you. Shall I send him in?
That didn't take long. Lady Nobunaga, let us leave this to the Chaldeans and retire to the guest chambers for the time being. Lord Soul, could I ask you to find out what this caster seeks?
What are you plotting?
For the moment, I ask only that you meet with the caster Makuzu and hear what he has to say. Surely you can wait to cut off my head until after that.
What should we do, senpai?
Let's hear what he has to say. Oh yes, I almost forgot. If you should happen to ask about us, please tell him that you killed both Demon King Nobunaga and me during the recent skirmish. Interesting. So you defeated Demon King Nobunaga. My lord was delighted to hear it. I knew we could count on you, Chaldeans.
So now what do you want? Have you come to declare war on us now that the Demon King is out of the way?
Oh no, nothing like that. Now that you have vanquished the Demon King, my lord wished for me to give you a message.
Lord Makuzu, huh?
Indeed, on behalf of the Makuzu, we'd like you to begin peace talks with Chaldea, bringing an end to the war and strife that plagues this land once and for all.
We want peace.
We do. Once we've reached an agreement, we Makuzu will be happy to lend Chaldea, indeed all living creatures, any assistance needed.
And what's in it for you guys?
The Makuzu's goal was always to bring salvation to all living things. While we were forced to take up arms to defend ourselves and our allies from Demon King Nobunaga's machinations, we have news for them now that the Demon King is gone. Won't you consider joining hands with us and taking the first step towards lasting peace? Or do you wish to unite all of Japan to satisfy your own desire rather than to bring peace to its people?
I want it all under my command.
And you now plan to make us your next target after the Demon King Nobunaga. Why were you fighting? Well, for one thing, Demon King Nobunaga would not even entertain the idea of an audience, let alone peaceful negotiation. Instead, our land was invaded, and anyone that got in the way killed blindly. A true Demon King in every sense of the word.
And what exactly are the terms of your peace?
Oh yes, my lord would like to meet with you, so you can discuss that in person. And so I'd like to cordially invite you to visit him at the Makuzu main temple headquarters. Makuzu Honoji.
Dun dun dun!
According to the caster Makuzu, this should be Lord Makuzu's domain. I see. That would mean the Makuzu control the Kyoto area.
Oh man, what a letdown. Peace talks might be a good thing, but they're all so damn boring. Hey master, what do you say we take a break and have some lunch?
My map says there's a village up ahead. What do you say we take a breather there, senpai? Especially since we have a ways to go before we can get to the Makuzu headquarters.
I am starving. I am kind of actually a little hungry. Just a little hungry.
Alright then, what are we waiting for?
My goodness, you've all come quite a long way. You must be exhausted from your journey. Please stay and rest a spell. Help yourselves to all the food and drink you could like. All the food and drink I could like. Interesting.
Thank you, that's so kind of you, especially when you've only just met.
Well, it's no trouble. We have plenty of spare thanks to Lord Makuzu, and we don't even have to work for it. Oh? We could never live this good without the great Lord Makuzu.
You don't have to walk to eat.
Yeah, where'd all this stuff come from, then? We're fortunate enough to live close to Lord Makuzu. It's through his graces that we're blessed with such abundance. Okay, that didn't answer my question. Thanks to him, we're able to live better lives here than we ever had before. It's truly paradise on earth now. That still did not answer my question. I still can't believe I used to spend so much time on backbreaking work like a fool.
Paradise, huh? So that's why you haven't seen anyone working in this entire village.
Hey, now how come I'm not seeing any kids around here?
Oh, the children are all studying Lord Makuzu's teaching at his headquarters on the mountain. I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are. Aren't they? All of them are studying on the mountains. I'm sure. In the future, they'll all get to be monks for him. We couldn't be more grateful.
All the children will be Makuzu monks, huh? We should be nearly at the Makuzu headquarters now, although there's something about this province that's nagging at me. I suppose getting by without having to work probably would be considered paradise in an age of constant war. So I couldn't help but notice that simply getting by seemed to be all those villagers did.
Yeah, that's not really a good paradise.
Yeah, what a joke. Nothing to do every day but eat and sleep. I wouldn't last a week before dying of boredom.
At any rate, we should hurry on to the Makuzu headquarters. I want to verify what Lord Akechi told us himself. For myself.
Yeah.
Tongue-tied.
So, I'll place the Makuzu headquarters at Honoji, huh? I don't remember there being any mountain nearby.
Indeed, that whole area doesn't look at all like it did in our time.
So it's not the same Kyoto we know then?
No, it's not. I suggest the next step you all take is to attend this peace talk at the Makuzu headquarters and see what their nation is like for yourselves. Lady Nobunaga and I will wait your return here so they don't find out we're still alive.
Don't worry about a thing. I'll keep a close eye on him to make sure he doesn't pull anything. Besides, one visit to Honoji was more than enough for me. Even I can only tempt fate so many times. Shikata and I will all stay behind you. Just make sure Nobu and the giant here don't surround.
Don't worry, we'll hold down the fort good and tight while you're away. Speaking of which, you sure you really want to just walk into enemy headquarters? As long as I'm around, I won't let them so much as breathe on Master.
In fact, if they do try to harm us during the peace talks, they'll give us an excellent reason to invade them. Between myself, Nagayoshi, and the Chief Retainer Masha's protection, I'm sure we can handle anything they might try. Right, as your Chief Retainer, I, Mash Carla, vow to keep Senpai safe even if it should cost my own life.
Yeah, you're starting to really sound like a samurai now. That's what a loyal retainer should be like.
But she's already done that once. Well, I don't know how much Katsuzosu will be, but I'm sure he'll be fine as long as that stupidly strong god of war is with you. I bet she could kill 100,000 soldiers all on her own, and that's without the advantage of servants have on the regular armies. And if things do take a turn towards servant versus servant battle, so will be pretty much have to be there.
I'll be counting on you guys.
Well, I forgot. Please remember that Makuzu thinks we're dead, and now we would like to keep that way. So these are Makuzu headquarters. I have to say, this isn't what I was expecting.
Give me some more booze and woman to port for me. Interesting.
I never thought I would see monks eating meat and drinking alcohol, especially in broad daylight.
Who are you guys? Oh, you're here to pay your respects to Lord Makuzu? Well, good. That's just what we like to see. Just hand it over and you can be on your way.
Hand what over?
Oh, come on, don't make me spell it out. What, you guys never been here before or something? I'm talking about a little tip, you know, for excellent service.
Yeah, monk demanding a bribe. Now I've seen everything. If you want a tip, I've got one just for you at the end of my spear.
The hell, are you threatening us, Pump? You know what happens to people who mess with Lord Makuzu's monks? Mori? Cool down. Huh? Oh, well, hello, Dance. What a funny coincidence running into you here. You know these guys. Yes, I do. Anyway, as you can see, I'm here on business again. It's not much, but here's my usual tip. Would you do me a favor and let these guys in for me? I'll throw in a little extra to cover them. Well, I guess since you know them, I can look the other way for such a good tipper. Alright, going through. Now let's get back to it. A toast to the god of Makuzu. The
god of Makuzu, huh? Have you been here before, Sakamoto?
Oh, yes, it's a good spot for both business and gathering intel, so what do you guys think of this place so far?
All the monks here like that?
Oh, I wouldn't say all of them, but generally speaking, most of them are. Well, let's just say they're not what you'd usually expect from monks.
Must be a hell of a place if they got so-called monks boozing it up in broad daylight.
I think you saw some of the nearby villages on your way here, then.
We did. They told us they never had to worry about food thanks to Makuzu's kindness.
That's right, they don't. Every aspect of life here depends on Makuzu's generosity. Thanks to that, the people here always have enough to eat, and they never have to work for it. In that sense, you could call this land a utopia.
Except for the fact that no one here's got any damn light in their eyes.
So they depend on their Lord Makuzu for everything, huh? I don't like it.
Still, when all you've ever known is war, and all you've had to go hungry more days than not, I could certainly see the appeal of such a way of life.
I suppose it all depends on how you look at it. Alright, the main hole's right over here. Or, I still have some business to take care of, so we'll see you guys later.
Hey, did you guys ever find Izo? Yes, about that.
What am I doing in jail? Let me out, damn it!
Alright, let's go again. Who is your master?
Shut up, Gramps. You have any idea who I am? I'm the Demon King Nobunaga's faithful servant, Manslayer Izo.
Oh, wait, no, I'm not.
Who am I?
Just as I thought, your brainwashing cells haven't worn off yet. You'll be getting out of here for a while yet.
I told you, nobody's controlling me, damn it. Now let me out already.
He's still on medical leave. What is that easy doing?
Well, I'm glad to hear he's alright. Okay, see you later then. What about Okitan?
Yes, I don't trust that guy.
Alright, here we are. We're going to finally meet the head of Makuzu.
The head of the Makuzu.
Well, hello there, Chaldeans. Welcome to the headquarters of the Makuzu. My lord has been expecting you, please. Right this way.
The Lord of the Makuzu, huh?
Please allow me to introduce you to our leader, the High Priest of Makuzu.
Welcome, welcome, clanspeople of Chaldea.
Not gonna lie, that facial structure kind of looked feminine to me. So this is the leader of Makuzu, huh?
Allow me to get right to the point. Did the Makuzu truly wish to enter a peace treaty with the Chaldea clan? We do. War is an empty undertaking that brings nothing but pain for all living things. Now that the Demon King Nobunaga, the enemy of all gods and the Buddha, is gone, we have no more reason to fight. So the Demon King Nobunaga was opposed to you? Oh yes, Demon King Nobunaga was truly a faithless scoundrel, the enemy of all that is good in the world. We assured the Demon King no fewer than 3 times that we had no wish for battle, only for them to invade our land and harm our believers. I see, that definitely sounds like something Demon King Nobunaga would do. So if the Chaldea clan agrees to your terms, what do you hope to accomplish when all of Japan is unified? Why, we shall need to save all living things with our Lord Makuzu's power, of course. What do you mean by that? Lord Makuzu is our god, and there's no limit to his power, and nothing he cannot do. All we want is to use his glory to build a genuine paradise upon this earth. What was the setup you tried, Jigster? Yeah, can you be a little bit more specific here? Are you saying you Chaldeans do not believe in the gods or the Buddha? Of course we believe in them, any righteous person would. But humans can never hope to live full lives if they depend solely on the gods and the Buddha for everything. That is why we must not be slaves to our whims, and why we must live our lives one day at a time. The monks here indulge in alcohol and meat, vices that would be unthinkable for those who have devoted their lives to the Buddha. So you'll forgive me if I have trouble seeing how many who are so lacking in prudence could ever claim to be the Buddha's earthly messengers. Come now, what harm is there in monks partaking in alcohol and meat? Double Tama Parcelius with Shiki as the DPS. An interesting setup. I'm guessing that he has very high instant death resist then. That's a shame. Why bother with something as silly as asceticism when our God gives us everything we could want? It breaks my heart to see your faith so misplaced in a god as dull as Bishamonten, Leggy Kagetora. Come now, why not take this opportunity to instead embrace our god, Lord Makuzu? Enough, how dare you insult Bishamonten in front of me? Besides, I've never heard of this Makuzu god before. Just what sort of god is he? I do beg your pardon, I mean no offense. It's simply that every other god appears inconsequential next to the great and merciful Makuzu. After all, no other god is capable of bestowing food and medicine whenever it is needed, nor bringing real tangible salvation to all. Next to the Daimyo who
who do nothing more than hurt people by extorting taxes and waging war, well, there's no comparison at all. But then I suppose I'm preaching to the choir here, right, Lady Kagetora of Ichigo? You are renowned for your virtue, after all. Rip!
How dare you?
Godspeed, who cares? It's all nonsense. Get off your high horse, Baldy. All you know as well as I do, you've never seen the so-called god of yours. What's the point of believing in a god who doesn't exist and can't do a damn thing for you?
What an odd thing to say. Lord Mercury's power is perfect and absolute. Of course he exists. Why, he's here with us right now. The magical energy. Especially, what did you do to us?
See, even the greatest heroic spirit is helpless in the face of Lord Mercury's power.
What's going on? Why is it so much harder to move now?
Oh, what a surprise. I'm impressed you're able to move at all while under Lord Mercury's power. Well, I suppose there's no other choice then. Go ahead and rough them up, little caster.
Sorry about this. For what it's worth, I promise you I wasn't lying, but we servants are obliged to carry out our master's orders. I'll make this short, but please don't die, alright? Armored warrior monks, if you would. Targets confirmed. Moving to capture.
We'll just have to fight them off as best as we can.
It is odd. It is really odd. And again, I sincerely wonder how some of the newer players are expected to do some of these things. Like the first boss fight with Mr. Berserker Man with the huge freaking break bar. How the heck are they supposed to pull that off, if you don't mind me asking, game? It's not exactly like it's a walk in the park game. A mute NP. Poor Stella. I mean, they've also got to be confused as to some of these characters as well, to be honest, so I really do want an explanation for these circumstances. Although, who knows? Maybe they have completely different animations for those scenes, like it shows normal Da Vinci and Romani instead of Gordolf or something. I don't know. Maybe. Also, another silent NP. Interesting. We got one instance of death. You know, that's awesome. Oh, death. Oh, death. Dun, 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 dun. I don't remember that song. I've only heard it twice, technically. But Supernatural and Until Dawn. It's good to be. And again, I'm wondering if something's glitching out here with another silent NP like this. Hey! Triple death. I'll take it. No servant dialogue at all. Interesting. Very interesting. Indeed. Calling in reinforcements, proceeding to surround and destroy.
Damn it, I could handle these punks no problem if I could just move freely.
What's wrong? If you need more armored warrior monks to play with, I have plenty more where those came from.
No, see, this whole is designed to restrict someone's movements.
What did I tell you? Lord Mercury's magical energy is utterly without limits. Something they just want to think maybe they know you're trying to get it over with? Possibly! As such, there is no wish he cannot grant.
It's impossible every source of magic energy has a limit, no matter how strong that energy might be.
So you still refuse to believe, even after experiencing this divine power for yourself? You're even greater fools than I thought. That's enough, Caster. Take these godless peons into custody and turn them into armored warrior monks or something. Are you sure, my lord? Now that Doom King Nobunaga is gone, there's no one left to defy our god.
What if I have anything to say about... I can't move at all now.
So, like my master said, our magic energy here in this hall is limitless. Not even the avatar of Bishamonte can move about freely in here unless we let her.
What about Kodeya's army? If we don't return what we said we would, we'll all be here demanding answers.
No matter once true paradise arrives in this land, the very idea of soldiers will cease to hold meaning.
true paradise.
Well, everyone, I'm very sorry about this, but I'm afraid I'll need you all to sit tight for a while. I'm not a servant, though. I should be free to move around. I'm not a servant. Technically, MASH isn't either. Very, very technically. Section 4, Part 2, Eternal Unburning Nirvana, Makuzu. Makuzu. And just bring him along and go with this squad, I think. Our allies have won yet another battle. It's all thanks to you, Lady Kagetora.
Alright, then I'm trusting you to handle the rest. I'm gonna go report this victory to Bishamonten.
Yes, my lady. I always freeze up around whenever Lady Kagetora is around. Me too, and I still don't know what she's thinking, refusing to cut off this territory even after winning the battle. Indeed, her mind is a mystery to me as well. While Lady Kagetora is the avatar of the gods, I suppose we mere humans could never hope to understand her. Perhaps not, for that matter, as of late I cannot even bring myself to look her in the eye. It feels as though she sees right through me and I have nowhere to hide. Hey, J6, welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. Happy things, happy things.
Help me, Bishamonten, I cannot understand people. I know that people are weak and fragile. I know that they curry favor with those stronger than themselves and trod mercilessly upon those weaker. Yet despite that, I have devoted my life to protecting them in the name of virtue and morality. I've killed many, many people in war. That is all my strength is good for, this monstrous strength that my father, brother, and mother, and my sister feared. I will no doubt kill many, many more people as the wars continue. But am I truly protecting people by killing others in this way? Help me, Bishamonten, I cannot understand people no matter how hard I try.
Oh, that's actually kind of sad for her. Oh no, issues! That's never good. Personal issues, technological issues, conceptual issues, scholarly issues, spiritual issues, bodily issues. There's a lot of issues that could be done.
What are we gonna do now, Senpai?
What else? We broke out of here and killed the best that did this to us.
There's a problem with that. Whenever these restraints they put on us are, we can't even move now. They seem to have been designed to rob servants of their strength.
So there's gotta be something we haven't tried, I suppose.
Senpai, someone's coming.
Ryoma? Hey, it's Ryoma!
Hey guys, guess your meeting didn't go so well, huh?
Personally, something else. Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
Sakamoto. What are you thinking, letting yourself get caught? Who do you think you are, Izo?
I was hoping to settle it more peacefully, but it seems you and my lord were a poor match for each other.
Hey, you were the snake woman. What the hell are you doing with him? You two been in cahoots all along or something?
Yes, we were. Sorry for not telling you sooner.
What? I knew you didn't seem trustworthy, but still.
Damn it, I knew there was something fishy about him right from the get-go.
Well, Sakamoto, you really are in cordial tease, aren't you? Oh, well, never mind that. There. You should be able to remove your restraints now.
So, Akan, what's going on here?
Allow me to introduce myself more fully this time. I'm Castor. My true name is Maxwell.
Maxwell's in the 19th century mathematician.
Ah, so you've heard of my name before. Well, strictly speaking, that isn't quite who I am, but it's close enough for now. Maxwell, the 19th century mathematician. Maxwell, mathematician. James Clerk Maxwell. Scottish.
So what, you're saying you're not our enemy after all, Castor?
No, I'm not. I brought you all here because I have a request to make.
A request, you say? I take it this is not on behalf of your lord, but of you personally.
Yes, that's right. You see, I was hoping that he could destroy me. Oh. Interesting. Seems it has begun. We have an emergency. A number of dark giants have appeared all throughout our territory and begun attacking our citizens.
What? Hey, what's going on? Did you do this?
Don't be ridiculous. My loyalties lie solely with Lady Nobunaga. Don't let me in with those cultists.
Then what are those things?
They've started the creation of their so-called paradise.
Dun, dun, dun. Help me,
Don't worry about me. Just get out of here. Run. I don't want to go without you. Oh, Buddha, beg of you, please. If you take me, if you must, but please let my son live. Mommy, mommy. Yes, the Singularity Skulls unite all of Japan, but there was more to it than that. It also contained a Holy Grail, a powerful repository of magical energy with the capacity to throw history off its original course. The High Priest never had any interest in unifying the country. All he cared about was getting his hands on the Holy Grail before anyone else could. Basically, he ignored the contest to unite Japan entirely so he could sneak in and make off with the prize. Because he wasn't a Nobu.
Right, Nobunaga's were compelled to do battle with other Nobunagas, but since he wasn't one, he avoided fighting neighboring provinces in favor of focusing solely on the Holy Grail.
Right, the High Priest was never even a master. At first, he was just a monk like any other. And it was only after he found the Holy Grail that he summoned a strange servant.
What do you mean, strange?
I mean that servant would normally never even exist. He only showed up here thanks to the Alice Institute and the far future technology that was used to create it. That would be Maxwell's demon. Maxwell's demon. So you're not Maxwell. So Maxwell's demon is a thought experiment thought to violate the second law of thermodynamics. In the thought experiment, a demon controls a small massless door between two chambers of gas. Individual gas molecules approach the door of the demon quickly opens and closes, allows only fast to go in one direction, only slow in the other. Because kinetic temperature of the gas depends on velocity, the demon actions cause one chamber to warm up the other. This is called total entropy of the two gases without applying any work. Interesting. That's something I'm gonna have to look into more, because that sounds kind of cool. And the manga novels is like a famous demon.
I think it was a fictional demon created for a thought experiment.
Yes, that's right. I'm a fictional demon who was imagined as a way to demonstrate how the second law of thermodynamics might be broken. I'm honestly not sure if you spelled it right either. Schrodinger is a weird name. I feel like there's some letters with the special symbols above them, honestly. And now, for some reason, I found myself in this world with a spirit origin of my own.
Thermo, what now? What the hell are you talking about?
Assuming we all make it back contact, I encourage you to look it up online when you have a chance. To make a long story short, my noble phantasm generates limitless magical energy. That's fucking OP. Hang on, that is OP AF. And now my lord is using that energy to capture the Holy Grail War and thereby conquer this world.
Limitless magical energy? Are there really no caveats to it? I thought truly limitless energy was impossible. If it is true, this will be one of the greatest non-scientific marvels in the history of mankind.
It's true, but the caveat is that I could never exist in this normal world. Even in your own time, no one has managed any practical application of this thought experiment. But here... Right, the singularity was generated by the Alice Institute's longest reenactor generic simulation device. Exactly, my existence as a servant, along with my infinite energy generated in phantasm, are only possible in a simulation like this.
I see, and now your master has obtained limitless magical energy thanks to you. With power like that, it would certainly be trivial to emerge triumphant in the Holy Grail War.
And that's not to say it was easy, believe me. I'm so weak I can't even fight my own battles. Instead, I ran myself ragged, making heroic spirit soldiers and negotiating as best I could with the other daimyo. At any rate, we're here now. This underground facility built below the Makuzu headquarters is the hub for our entire operation. Perpetual magical energy generator operated by Maxwell's demon.
So that's a magical reactor that generates limitless magical energy.
Indeed, that core in the middle is my noble phantasm where Maxwell's demon is contained.
Hold on, what's in those tube-looking things?
Ah, yes, those are children who came here from the nearby villages. The machine draws on their magical energy in order to operate. I knew it! They weren't becoming no monks! Also, I'm getting very, very much Seraphix vibes from this place. Why would you do that? I thought the point of the Ernoble Phantasm was to generate limitless magical energy. Well, unfortunately, my perpetual motion machine turned out to be a fraud. My noble phantasm can't operate solely on its own. It requires a bit of pure magical energy to get it moving. Pure magical energy? You mean the children's life force? That's right, children are an excellent source of pure magical energy, after all.
Yeah, this noble phantom's even worse than I thought.
Indeed, frankly, as I'm a mere magic demon who wishes to create a true perpetual motion machine, this thing is an abomination to me, too. Now I see, so that's why you chose to betray me and have them try to destroy you. Let the kids go. Oh, don't worry, Maxwell's demon only needs a small amount of pure magical energy to operate. All I have to do is change out the children inside every few times a month, and everyone can enjoy the benefits of Lord Makuzu, a pauper's price for a king's bounty. What's wrong with you? How could you possibly think something so monstrous is acceptable? Why not? How is it any different from the way you Daimyo grow off fat off taxes you keep collecting?
That's pure bullshit, and you know it. You're killing kids just to put food on your plate. You have no business lecturing us about the way of the world.
This is exactly why I detest trying to reason with stubborn fools like you. Why can't you understand? It is a simple calculus, really. We offer a tiny sacrifice, in exchange the masses can enjoy peace and happiness. What more could a unified nation desire? Man, I am so glad the OG Kiritsugu isn't here, because he would be all for this, you know? Tiny sacrifice, huh? You've got a point. If that was not to save everyone else, that maybe it would really be the right thing to do. It's Kamoto. But the thing is, it's never the people in power like you making the sacrifice, is it? What's your point? My investigation has shown that your so-called tiny sacrifice has been growing rather rapidly, hasn't it? You said you only need to change these children out every few times every month. At the rate, you're going to need far more children than you're using now. Exactly, by continuously generating magical energy on an impossible scale, you're causing Maxwell's demon to accumulate fatal errors that build up a material debt. At some point, the small-scale simulation alone won't be enough to cover for it. That's why you're planning to use the singularity as a toehold to begin eroding the real world as well. It doesn't matter if this world is real or not. All that matters is now I control limitless magical energy. If anything, it would be wrong of me not to use it to bring about paradise on Earth and free all living things of their suffering. Yes, that's right. I'm going to need even more magical energy if I'm going to save more lives. The only way to save the living creature of this world is to take matters into my own hands. So I must generate even greater amounts of magical energy to save as many creatures as I can, even if I must sacrifice this world to do so. This limitless power will save me even more than this limitless power will let me save even more living creatures. Yeah, the ends do not justify the means. Alright, enough talk. It's time to break through this world's shell and use my power to bring about true paradise. Dun dun dun. Blood, gallons of the stuff. Oh, those are the same kind of dark giants we saw in the Imperial capital, only there's 3 of them now.
Who cares how many there are? We just gotta kill them all anyway.
That's a really simple way of looking at it, but you know what? I like it. Alright then, let's go. Bishamon 10's protection is with us.
Bishamon 10's protection for the win! Pardon the yawn. Man, I wish I had brought a rush here. Ceaseless Heart. Recover HP at the end of the turn. That's not terribly surprising. This heart is indeed full of blood. Only 5,000 HP recovered. That's surprisingly deep. What else? This is what I wanted. And then do that.
いいでしょここはこれ
And one down. Some stars. Ooh, very good turn for her. How much is that? It's one turn. This is a 3 turn though, so let's do glory gained out first. And then do this.
我が義を見よくそべ立ちすかべ真っ赤両乱
These things don't stand a chance against me. Get the evasion. It's NP gain. I keep mixing up NP gain with just a flat NP bonus. I'm a dum-dum, I swear. Kinda guess that. Oh, you son of a biscuit. Oh, that's cheap AF, man. Remove all buffs. That is cruel and unusual punishment. Well, you know, Kagetora survived. That's what matters. Finish this.
東八毘沙門天よ、我が道を開けかけよ闘将付き毘沙門天の加護とあり利天発動車がかりの陣
Well done, Kage.
状況終了排熱そして充電に移行しますねマスター
Bon to Adelante, Lante. Lots of dust. I will take that dust. Some good dust. Oh, that's good dust. Oh yeah. Gotta get that good dust, you know. The good dust. And more archers. Keep bringing more in, I suppose. What's with those things? Every time you kill one, more pop up in its place. Are you truly so surprised? After all, Lord Makuzu's limitless magical energy can make as many of them as I wish. I don't like how this is going. Let's fall back for now. This place is too grim to give them a real fight. Hey, it's frog shit these guys will get infinite response. Don't worry, we'll go ballistic with unknown good cheaters like them. Let's come back when we got a plan. We need a plan. You poor fools, you still don't realize there's no escape from my paradise. Creepy, creepy. The hell? These things are all over the place, even out here. Does this mean they're popping up across the entire singularity? Afraid so, they're essentially magical energy distortions that emerge as byproducts of my noble phantasm. To put it another way, they're like a chain of fatal errors in a system that keeps the world running. What you're saying is to signify the fast-approaching end of this world. I see what they mean when they speak of lands where even the gods fail to trend.
Fear to tread.
You see, as I said, there's no escape. Now behold Lord Makuzu's true form. And as we behold the true form, the stream crashes. Because of course it does. Oh, let's wait for it to build back up, I suppose. I suppose. I need to wait for it to fully reconnect before even trying Reflector again, because otherwise it's just gonna not work. Just like last time. Just like last time. Oh. Pardon the yawn. Oh, we're back. We're back. All right. Reflector, reflector, come on, work please. Code is entered. Done. There we go, nice and easy, simple and clean. Lord Makuzu's true form is a bigger red monster with whirly whirls going on behind him. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. How unique. Not really.
The giant's magic energy signal is even stronger than the others. What's that behind it? Is that a hole?
This is the god of Makuzu's true form. With a heart of infinity embedded within his flesh, he can make any wish come true, even if it remains unfulfilled. Now there is nothing and no one left who can stop me. Go on, my lord, squash them like the insects they are. We're too late. There's no stopping this now. What you see there is a truly omnipotent demon, able to remake every aspect of this world at will thanks to his inexhaustible magical energy. That is Maxwell's demon. I don't give a rat's ass about that crap. Not yet. Damn it, my Ningen Mukotsu isn't even scratching it. Now what do I do? It's even stronger than I calculated. No, it's way worse than that. The reactor core is already going haywire. There's nothing we can do to stop it.
Get out of here, Solo. Handle this. Don't worry, I'm sure I can at least take it down with me. Remember, I'm still the Avatar of Bishamonten.
Not leaving you behind, Kagetora.
Come on now, don't be silly. Surely you can see that there's nothing you alone can do against such an immeasurably powerful being as that. And there's no shame in the weak allowing the strong to sacrifice those so that they may live. Kagetora-senpai doesn't. The High Priest puts it there as a point. At times, small sacrifices must be made for the greater good. As a leader, your job is to decide what those sacrifices will be. Now is the time to make such a small sacrifice to fulfill your greater obligation.
Yeah, there is no small sacrifice when it comes to lives.
You know, I've been wondering this about you ever since we met. Why do you go so far to save others without any regard for your own well-being?
Well, it's because I've already kind of genocided, like, 4 whole worlds, you know? So, anything to ease the conscience, you know?
Especially given how you're just an ordinary, weak, powerless human.
Hey, I punched out a beast, thank you very much. And I probably seduced another one with Kama, but that's beside the point. You know, that's beside the point. Kama is on the B list after all, you know. Yeah, I'm totally not arguing with that. Everyone has my back.
Is that a joke? Have your allies truly left you so blind to your own weakness? You do know this is a world where the weak die off and the strong thrive, right? You actually believe that accomplishing nothing on your own and relying on others for everything is all right. She's kind of creeping me out now. I've never seen a human so weak and pathetic. It's painful just to look at you. You can't do anything without relying on others to help you. You expose your weakness for all to see and have the audacity to proclaim your lack of power for all to hear. And on top of that, you say you want to save everyone around you. Ha 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 ha! I've never seen such arrogance, I've never seen such impertinence.
Hey, where the hell do you get off talking to my master like that all of a sudden?
Nijos is a tremendously impossibly audacious wish. One that is worth risking everything I have to fulfill.
Well held, Kagetora.
Could you have just led with that, huh? Besides, everyone knows knows full well how amazing our master is.
You know, I was kind of worried Kagetora was gonna flip out on us there for a minute. Not gonna lie.
I'm sorry, I was just making a clean break. It's important to go into these things fresh after all. Brother, I think I finally understand what it is to make that makes people human. Kagetora, now then, High Priest, this Lord Makuzu is supposed to be a god, yes? Even with all that incredible arrogant nonsense you've been spouting since we first met, I trust you still remember who it is you're up against. Just to be sure, let me remind you now. I'm Nagao Kagetora, Echigo's god of war.
Is that meant to impress me? You've already introduced yourself. Why bother doing it again? You really are just a hopeless Echigo bumpkin of a Daimyo, aren't you?
As Himezuru flies, Sancho Mo plays. As Tanikiri crosses, Gontaki falls back. Looks like several different swords are gathering around Kagetora. As Saiken worships and Saichisi flies by, while Taimatsu lights up is the treasured spear of Biten.
What's going on? What is this behind you?
Oh, I'm surprised you can see, because you are followed by the Buddha no matter how rotten you've become. This is Biten, my guardian. Thanks to them, I have accumulated countless invaluable blades to vanquish the enemies of Buddha with my noble phantasm. The eight-bladed guardian, Toachi Bishamonten.
Whoa, the hell is that thing? I can see it too.
Impossible. The gods and the Buddha would never appear in this world. This cannot be happening.
Fear me, God Makuzu, for I am Bishamonten. Now have at you.
I hope Kagetora gets like a super buff during this fight, you know? That'd be appropriate. Also, I totally thought that they were gonna go the whole, Mama Nobu comes in with her anti-divine shtick and just mops the floor with this demon. Infinite Heart. Let Mori fight first. I was about to say, I was pretty sure that Mori should go down in one single hit, but I guess, you know, it was close enough. Oki-chan is here to play. Well, really now. I foresee it. Bunker Bolt. Go, Bunker Bolt. Smash. Yes! Oh, it's so satisfying to get that off. Paradigm Shift. You son of a biscuit. I have to admit, I was not expecting that. Also, can Kagetora please get a turn here, game? Like, seriously. She's not had she's not had more than one attack in a single turn. It's kind of ridiculous. Game. Kind of ridiculous here. I mean, she's gonna get turns here soon when there's literally nobody else left. At this point.
多くの願いを受けた戦争の城、こうせよ、モールだ。照準捉えました。バーニア突撃します。確実に。
Okay, that ended that turn. Finally, she gets a freaking turn.
押してまいる。
In fact, Glory gained on play.
押してまいる。
Proof of the devil. Chance of evasion, entropy reduction. Remove buff, you son of a beast. Oh, I very much hate this guy. Very much hate this guy. Thank goodness for that evasion. Thank freaking goodness for it. Alright, Kagetora. Please freaking land your noble phantasm here. I'm begging you here, Kagetora. Land the phantasm. Land the phantasm! There we go. Again, this is a Fuyuki level event, by the way. Fuyuki level expects new players to take on that. Yeah. Right. She just said all that, so I'm not gonna read it again.
How's that?
Damn, Morgan, way to go. That thing's really disappearing.
She literally is an avatar of Bishamonten, isn't she? No wonder Ugi Kenshin is known as the strongest Daimyo of the Warring States period.
Kid, are you surprised at how strong she is? Are we sure she's even human?
This can't be happening. Bishamonten can't possibly have possessed you. He can't.
Maybe he has, maybe he hasn't. The matter is that your dreams of paradise have come to an end.
No, I refuse to accept this. There's no gods or Buddha in this world. And if there were, they would have shown up when... No matter, all I know is for sure is there's no gods in this world. None.
Is that the light from Holy Grail?
That's right, I still have this. Now return, Lord Makuzu. Use the power of the Holy Grail to return to glorious life. As long as I have the Holy Grail and Maxwell's Esteem and my true glorious God will return as many times as I wish.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Who are you?
It's...
Nobu. Nobu. Alright.
It's still going!
Good gracious, how much longer is this? Section 3 of the Demon's Thunder Descent. You'll immediately form your party immediately before the battle begins. Okay. How much more is there? Seriously, how much more is there? I am genuinely wondering. Mommy. Oh God, so Buddha, please, I beg you, take me if you must, but let my son live. Shinsen Gumida? Okitan! She is here! She's here to save the day! Yay, Okitan!
That was a close one. Go on, child. Take your mother and get out of here. Who are you, miss?
So these things keep coming. It seems we'll need to take a bit more seriously than I thought, Rengoku. Did the Buddha send you? Oh, thank you, thank you. Thanks, miss. You're awesome. Okitan is pretty awesome. Never mind that. Just hurry and get out of here. Be sure to cherish your mother. And don't skip on the shoulder rubs. Oh, only Okitan. Trying to be a PSA. I won't. I promise. Please, could you at least tell us your name? My name. Alright, I am the mysterious Majin, Okita Soji. Indeed she is, indeed she is. Those giants are popping up all throughout our territory. We're doing our best to fight them off, but things aren't looking good. I knew there was no way we could take these things. They just keep coming on no matter how many times we kill them.
Quit whining. You came in a bunch of glorified mud dolls.
Are you not scary-looking jerk? If Chacha knew things would come to this, Chacha would have stayed in Chacha's castle. I'm worried about Master. We need to go make sure he's alright.
Damn it, it's getting closer. Come on, Okita. We'll have to take it down together.
I would wish he got it, but there's another one over here.
Like a confused roar.
Sorry for taking so long to get here. It seems things could be better, to say the least.
No worries, Mr. Shuin. Just glad you're here right now. We can use all the help we can get.
Rah, rah, rah. Is that all you things can say?
So it's a good thing Okada, he's a genius swordsman, is here to help too. Oh hey Okada, didn't see you there. Thanks for chipping in, I guess.
The hell, they'll make us heroes when you can't even muster a smile for me. Damn it, this route we're chipping with them. I don't see how we'll be able to get to the other help to the others.
Don't worry, you guys are great. Hang in there. I think we can figure out something now. Where the hell have you been, Nobu? We could have really used your help a while ago. Sorry about that. It takes me a little time to round up reinforcements. Alright, you're up, Gunroku. If there's any way forward when Shibata starts, there will be one by the time he's done. I know first said that whenever Ode goes, so does Shibata the demon, but damn it, they weren't spot on.
Hey, he's back!
Charge! Advance!
Father, but Chacha thought you'd vanished.
He did. Lord Shibata didn't immediately disappear after falling into your blades. But as a servant who's to say he cannot simply be summoned again. Hey, Wobbuffet, what do you think of Chacha's dad?
You actually resummoned him.
Indeed, normally that would be quite a difficult feat. But though I may not look it, I am still a caster, and such titles are my specialty. So while it wasn't easy by any means, I was able to employ my arts to resummon him. Alright, bye, Wobbuffet, thanks for stopping by. Although, real quick before you go, send me your coordinates on the server! Besides, this battle is most meaningful for those of us who swear loyalty to the Oda clan. No self-respecting Oda retainer could refuse the summons from Demon King Nobunaga, who carries the essence of all other Nobunagas. I only wish I could see the look on Monkey's face as he watches from the throne of heroes. You hear that, you big bald rat? You're sitting this one out, and not a damn thing you can do about it.
Don't worry, Lady Nobunaga. Your faithful Gunroku will handle everything. Charge!
There we go. First Gunroku will clear a path, and the rest of us will follow behind to the Makuzu headquarters. This may be a little strange for me to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. The enemy awaits at Honoji. The enemy awaits at Honoji. Sorry to look so long to get you, everyone.
Nope.
About time you got here, boss.
Demon King Nobunaga, but you're supposed to be dead. What's the meaning of this, caster? It's very simple, sir. Demon King Nobunaga did die. At least the one from Mizuchi did. I'm sorry I should have introduced you sooner. The Demon King Nobunaga is the one from Echigo. I don't blame you for being confused. Even I can't tell them apart. You set me up. I'm pretty sure it is the line. Fine, then. I'll just have to dispose of you all at once. Return to me, Lord Makuzu. Use the power of the Holy Grail to return to glorious life.
It's still regenerating.
Oh!
I see this thing is a real monster on the power of the gods, and it's pretty much God in its own right by now. So this is why so many of me were summoned here, to bring this thing down.
You have no place here, Demon King Nobunaga. Enemy of all living creatures, now fall before the might of Lord Makuzu.
Enemy of all living creatures? Why, yes, that's exactly what I am. For I am the Demon King of the Sixth Heaven. No, even the Sixth Heaven fails to fully capture what I become. I'm the embodiment of every possible permutation of myself across the boundless realms of possibility. I am Oda Nobunaga, Demon King of the myriad heavens.
Oh, that's epic.
I never thought the day would come when I'd be the one setting Honoji on fire.
Possibly you're the embodiment of all Nobunaga. The only way you could do such a thing is the form that lets magic enter. Caster, is this your doing? Indeed, I'm supplying them with the magical energy necessary. Don't worry, I'm paying the cost for it myself. Okay, so he does have other things. He has to have, like, some sort of servant form then. Like, there has to be some indication we can summon this guy. Is that your noble phantasm, Caster? And it's all thanks to Kagetora that I was able to regain some measure of control. It may be a little damaged, but that still works perfectly well. Besides, I couldn't stand the thought that flawed reactor core continuing to operate. My only desire is a true perpetual motion machine, the heart of infinity that mankind has always dreamed of. So on that note, knock yourself out, Nobunaga. There is enough magical energy here to do whatever you like.
I like the way you think, Caster. As for you, Makuzu, or whatever your name is, I've never been one to suffer fools, and I've never been less patient for blowhard gods.
Curse you, curse you, curse you!
Let's go, so let's end this all here and now.
Let's indeed. So I'm guessing we're gonna have Mao Nobu. Indeed we are, indeed we are. And we're gonna go with the primary squadron here. Prime squad is lined up. We'll bring Kagetora as a backliner just to be safe. And let's get this rockin'. Aw, Nobu doesn't have any specials! I was hoping Nobu would have something special going on. That's sadness, game. Game tricked me into thinking Nobu would have some super special, super strong thing going on. Well, darn. I guess I just gotta throw every single buff on Nobu and wait for it to stick. Singularity. So Mao has NP, but I'm not going to utilize it yet. Now, this would have been the turn for Mao. This would have been the excellent first turn for Mao Nobu. Paradigm shift. Maxwell's equation. That's a lot of damage. Get me some illusion here, Mainland. And then we'll use the Nobu NP here. Let's see it at the maximum power. She looks so happy in the initial thing. Still, though, a mute NP. I don't like that. I really don't like that we're not getting any audio on that. Did she just turn into a flaming wheel? There. Stun, waver, and debuff immune himself. Scary. To a degree. It's only one turn of debuff immunity, so it's nothing major. And oh, This turn could have been great. It could have been amazing. We're still going to make it as hard-hitting as we can. And I'm pretty sure that's game, set, match. For Nobu. Oh, it heals first! Damn, if it didn't heal first, Nobu would have gotten a mutual. Or rather, a revenge kill. Damn. Oh, you better not just continue to evade everything now. That will piss me off. If this thing just goes on an evasion spree, I'm gonna be so freaking ticked. Get us some stars here, Mel. And boost your own attack. Please land these hits. There we go. There we go. Okay. That could have become very annoying. Two more demon hearts. I'll gladly take them. Or hearts of a foreign god. Same thing, really. It's a shame Mao Nobu didn't get a special thing there. Would have been awesome. This thing just won't sit down well. Huh. I'm impressed. I guess all that bragging about being a god wasn't just talk. Well, I can't believe it still won't vanish. This is getting absurd even for me. Well, the girl in its chest must be keeping it anchored to this space. I doubt we'll be able to kill that thing for good without doing something about the Grail. Things being what they are, I'm willing to admit that my noble phantasm can be a royal pain in the ass. I've been hacking away at the thing for over and over, but it just won't come off. What are we supposed to do? It'll come off. Why don't we just destroy it? Okay, yeah, that might just work. How to face the power of my secret technique. Momyo Sandanzoki. My secret technique is the Momyo's light, one that can sever delusions. Nothing can defend against it. She gouged a hole in the reactor core. Well, no, she destroyed the entirety reactor core altogether, did she? Or saturate it, rather. Can't say I saw that coming. I wonder if she's aware of that. It's tantamount challenging the laws of physics themselves. I mean, Kojiro could probably have done the same. This can't be happening. My holy grail, Lord Makuzu, all of it disappearing. It's just like what happened before. I suppose this means there are no gods and no Buddha in this world. Oh no, the gods do exist. We can find them right inside Seoul here. Hi. No, I'm telling you, the gods most cherish those who help themselves. Each individual person's potential may be limited, but the potential that lies in all people, that's the true face of the gods. I don't believe that you're supposed to be the enemy of all living things, the destructor of gods. But instead you sound like a guardian of mankind. Nah, don't worship. So it's finally over. Oh, by the way, J6, I have been on the server a little bit and did a little bit of upgrading to my setup there. I am thinking of possibly starting up a power company on the server, by the way. Given how obsessed this priest was with the gods and all living things, he must have been one fervent believer. A power company. I'm still in the working parts of it, though. Yes, he truly was. My master has devoted his life to saving all manner of living things, saving the whole world in lieu of the Buddha's salvation. But along the way, he lost sight of what he set out to do, and his methods only got more twisted from there. Anyway, it looks like this is goodbye. Thank you, everyone. You've been a tremendous help. I will when I eventually get it set up here, you know. I still have a lot of resources I need to build first. But yeah, you can get a discount. You already did a down payment after all. Where was I? Unfortunately, there is no way for me to exist in human history, so I won't be able to return the favor. But if mankind ever manages to harness true unlimited energy, then perhaps we may meet again. Now then, I'd best be on my way. May mankind's future be ever better and ever brighter. Aw, Maxwell's demon!
It seems this is where I must say goodbye too. My time as a retainer may have been short, but it's very fulfilling. I guess this role suited me better than I thought. Plus, I didn't have to make too many hard choices this way.
Thank you for everything, Kagetora.
If you should ever find yourself in trouble, I encourage you to pray to Bishop Mountain with all of your heart. To that I should cross all 3,000 worlds, trust to your aid. But for now, this is goodbye. Farewell, my first and final master. May Bishop Mountain's protection be with you.
So is that Kagetora essentially stating that she will never follow another master other than us? I feel sorry for the poor schmuck that summons them in the Holy Grail War. She sees that they're not us, and she just kills them.
So glad we got to meet her. She really lived up to her name as Ichigo's God of War.
Hey, not to rain on your heartfelt goodbyes or anything, but I'm pretty sure the simulation's about to fall apart.
Oh hey, oh god, I didn't know you were still alive.
I'm glad to see you're doing well, Izo. The hell I am. Do you have any idea what I've been through thanks to you again?
Oh yeah, are you sure it was rough? Anyway, are you on your own? We're gonna head back now. Or you'll be nice and bring Izo to get him out of your hair.
Hey, put me down, or you! Alright, Lady Nobunaga, I'm leaving the rest to you.
So you even know more than I thought you did, huh? I know I can let my guard down around you.
Not at all, Lady Nobunaga. I could never hope to match up to you. Anyway, see you all later. See you at Chaldea / the Wandering Sea.
And there, we're finally back online. Hazel, are you okay in there? Honoji, it's good to hear from you again. Afraid this is not good news. It may seem to be. The singularity in that simulation is going to berserk. The way things are going, the virtual pseudo-spiritons in the box could end up growing so large that they could clash with the real world, causing a massive explosion. And that would be the end for us. The Wandering Sea may have survived, but the blast would annihilate the entire Chaldea base. How is that possible? I thought Maxwell's demon and the Holy Grail that were causing the singularity were gone. I'm afraid it's not quite that simple. It looks like those weren't the only things that created the singularity. From what I've been able to piece together, it's because of a major abnormality took place in 1582.
When Honoji went up in flames.
Is that so?
We had to fight Maonobu, huh? She's the abnormality because she was resurrected. No battles. We have to be getting close to the end of this.
So you're saying that for this singularity to go away, I have to disappear with it, huh? That can't be right.
Now I see. This puts what I heard somewhere before in a different light.
So if Demon King Nobu doesn't disappear, the whole singularity is going to start destroying everything. Yes, that means goodbye then. Hey, don't worry about it. Seeing as I'm an amalgamation of many possible Nobunagas all linked to this singularity, I already figured there was no way I was going to last much longer.
What happens to Chaldea's Nobu, out of curiosity?
Well, come on, I already died at Honoji once. Historically speaking, I'm pretty much required to disappear here. If I stayed alive, this place would just turn into one of those, what were they called again? Alright, Lost Belts. This would totally turn into a Lost Belt. No, wait, I've got it. In this case, it'd probably be a Nobu Belt.
It would be a Nobu belt, wouldn't it? But can there be a Lost Belt without a Tree of Emptiness? Would the foreign god thing see this and say, oh, cool, free real estate. Plop. There's the tree. Have fun.
What's so funny? Don't you get it? If you disappear now, you'll never get to see Master again. For that matter, where do you get off acting like a big shot who doesn't care if she dies all of a sudden? Where's the dumb Nobu who'd be flailing around screaming about not wanting to die at a time like this? I swear, what's wrong with you? I don't get it. Sorry, I just never expected to hear anything like that from you of all people, Lokita. I guess the Chaldea version of me must have really felt at home there. Then why would you? Because I'm not my Chaldean self anymore. Now go on, get out of here.
Alright, see you around, Demon King of the 6-7. I hope you keep that new look. It's a good one.
Don't be silly, Mr. Hijikata. This is still Nobu we're talking about. Though I guess I have to admit that is a pretty cool look too. Okay, Guru Nobunaga, if nothing else, I'm sure we'll get to kill each other in another Holy Grail War someday.
Aww.
Looks like this is goodbye for us too, then, Master, since I'm staying here and all.
You're not coming back, Mori?
Well, you know, in your time, you can't just go around killing people for looking at you funny, right? I don't think I'd fit in. I'm too used to pulling out my spear as soon as something pisses me off. Hell, even my allies are practically dancing in the streets when I finally kick the bucket. So just go back home where you belong and don't worry about me.
Lord Morinori Nagiyoshi, first bear of the Chaldea clan. Thank you for your service.
You really got the hang of the chief retainer thing, huh, Mash? Take good care of my master, alright?
Alright, I think it's time you two came back to Chaldea base. Oh, don't worry about Chacha and the other servants. I brought them home safe and sound.
He's like, he kills all who laugh at him. So he'd fit right in at Chaldea. I'm sure we'll be meeting again, Nobu.
I don't think you're ready to me that easily. Prepare yourselves. Next time I'll be coming for your world.
Was I just hallucinating there? Okay, I must have been hallucinating. It looked like that eye that was covered just started glowing an even brighter red there for a brief moment.
Hey, Katsuzosu, are you sure you wouldn't have rather gone with them?
You know, boss, I've been thinking. Master was great and all, but it was also way too soft, right? So I can't help but wonder what kind of world he comes from that let him survive this long.
Good question. I guess you could say the fact that a weakling like him has survived and thrived this long just proves that mankind succeeded at creating a world that has room for all kinds of people, not just the strong. I'm plenty strong. I punched out a beast, thank goodness.
I know what that's all about, but whatever it is, I can tell it means I'm behind the times. No wonder I can hold a candle to him.
Well, let's look at that, Katsuzosu. You should go with him after all. Keep him safe in my absence.
Hey, come on, boss. I just told you, a guy like me taking along could only make trouble for him.
And what about the trouble you'd make for me if you stayed? And Mario wouldn't so much as give me the time of day if I took you down to the underworld with me.
Alright, you win. If you're gonna bring Narutoshi into this, I guess I got no choice but to take you up on it. Still, you sure he's not gonna mind if I crash at his place? I mean, even Regent Lord Toyotomi had a tough time figuring out what to do with me, right?
If Soul can't figure out how to put you to good use, even Monkey came up short. It'll just show what a rare hero he really is. And that would be a lord more than worthy of Mori Nagiyoshi to serve.
You got that right. Well, see you later, boss. Give Narutoshi my regards, alright?
Man, oh man, these guys sure like to take their sweet time saying goodbyes, don't they? I think I'd have preferred you offering me with my guard down after all.
Don't be silly, my lady. Even I could never hope to kill you twice. Then again, if that is your wish, I suppose it would pose a most interesting challenge. Hey! He's looking nice now! Look at him! He looks so happy! I hope that we get Shibata Katsue as a servant someday. He would serve right well. This would be his final ascension for sure.
Would you manage to get yourself a scent of humor, Lord Akechi?
Gonroku, I guess I made you work extra hard this time, didn't I?
Not at all, my lady. Besides, I got to see my daughter again for the first time in ages, and I had a chance to truly cut loose with my spear. Monkey may have stolen all my thunder back when we were still alive. But after today, I'm sure the name Shibata the Demon won't soon be forgotten.
Agreed, I always thought you and I were best sort of retainers for Lady Nobunaga, Lord Shibata, and I'm pleased to see you prove me right. That bald rider, on the other hand, well, he should have been honored to merely be in Lady Nobunaga's presence. You guys really do hate Monkey, don't you? Anyway, what do you say we get going? It's Hede, Gonroku, like it or not, you're both coming with me.
Of course, my lady, I will gladly follow you to the gates of hell itself.
As would I, just you wait. It won't be long before the demons of hell come to trouble the name Shibata the Demon.
Human lifespan's for 50 years. Set against life in the heavens, it is but a dream, an illusion. Well, that can't be helped.
What about Nobukatsu? I feel like he's being forgotten in all of this. Poor Nobukatsu. He was forgotten again. Unless he might have merged with Nobu, I suppose, considering he piggybacks off of her spirit origin. You know, it's a possibility. 5 great knight medals. Yay. And the epilogue, GudaGuda Pipe Dream. After this, I think I will be calling things. Epilogue, GudaGuda Pipe Dream. He did indeed. Not so much as he merged, it was more, he piggybacked off her spirit origin so that she could piggyback off his spirit origin so she would be free from whatever corruptive effects there were. I don't remember the exact details. How did it go? Another failure, I'm afraid. Pretty poor showing for a demon, if I do say so myself. See, then perhaps it is still too soon for humanity to wield the power you represent. Why is that humans desire infinite energy? They may begin with pure intentions, but in time they inevitably go mad and engineer their own demise. Are we certain that humans truly need infinite energy? True, maybe they don't. But to wish for change in this world is an intrinsic part of what it means to be human. And my wish, trite though it might be, is that everyone can live happily. That's how I ended up creating you, a demon capable of granting humanity's wishes. So that's actually Maxwell there. And this is Maxwell's demon. Some demon I turn out to be, I haven't granted a single wish. Oh, don't worry about that. There's more to mathematics than simply finding answers. There's just as much meaning to be found in devising equations and the act of proving them. Are you saying that what people need isn't actually infinite energy, but the process of seeking it? I feel like Maxwell's demon and Moriarty would get along quite well. Correct. It is in the act of seeking one's desires that one always finds hope. Yes, you may be a demon, but you exist solely for humanity's benefit. That makes you a demon of hope. The day your existence is proven is the day everyone will find happiness. I suppose you're right. Whenever I'm proven to exist, thereby creating the heart of infinity that has long been mankind's ambition and disproving the second law of thermodynamics, I promise that'll be when I grant the wishes of every person alive. And this is goodbye, my kind demon child. I can't wait for the day when I can finally meet you for real. Me neither. Goodbye, Father. Until we meet again. Though, you know, I have to say, addressing the demon you made yourself with a wish so cruel and difficult. I swear, humans are incorrigible. I feel like they would make a nice camaraderie. And I do like Maxwell's demon as a character as well. He seems very interesting. I hope we see him some more, you know? I do hope that he shows up in not just like events, but like maybe just drop throughout the story or something. What do you call it? Okida hasn't been quite herself since Nobunaga went away, has she? They were really great friends. They were great friends. Excuse me, you think I miss Nobu? Well, I don't. Nope, not one bit. In fact, I'm glad she's gone. I threw a victory parade in the streets if there were any streets nearby I could use. Plus, now I won't have to hear her taunt me about how I still don't have a swimsuit of my own. That's the best news I've had in a long time. Seriously, couldn't be more thrilled. Aww. He might be shady, but, you know, half of our Chaldean cast is shady, so, you know, it makes sense. Okita. There's no bidets like Chaldean bidets. Lower states period's great and all, but it's got nothing on modern comforts. Nobunaga, what are you doing back here? Swimsuit Okitan win? I mean, maybe this year. Last year in JP there was no Saba face swimsuit because they introduced Castoria, but there's gotta be not Saber face, but Takeuchi, I think, is the artist's name pronunciation. He's like had a servant in every one of them, so he's gotta have one this time. Oh, wait, are you seriously doing this again? How many times has it been now? Hey, I was actually willing to die this time, alright. I even did the whole God on Blaze of Glory shtick and everything. But before I crossed over to the other side, me and the other Nobunagas decided to have a little confab. Her and the other Nobus. Now that I think about it, it's not like the Chaldea version of me was summoned by or even before the singularity, right? You know, that's a good point. Out of all the versions of me here, I'm the only one without a connection to the singularity. In fact, I'm the victim here, like I was accosted by assailants in a dark-skinned type bodysuits. Come to think of it, our enemies this time around were pretty dark too, weren't they? So it should be fine for us to just cut this one off from the rest of us and slip her back to Chaldea, right? Yes! He's in there as well. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that is awesome. The real deal Nobunaga is inside Maonobu. Glorious total victory.
I see. I should have picked... No, a fellow me would be clever enough to pick up on that. Ha 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 ha! You see how this... it's breaking my immersion. Hang on, does this mean I don't have any connection to this either? I mean, I was just licking my wounds at a hot spring when I got sucked in with the rest of you. No, you were summoned here by the Holy Grail, so... You're definitely a different entity than some Chaldea Nobu. Oh, man. No. Okay, I don't know how to word this to you, but I can't understand a word of your Nobu nonsense. In fact, I don't even think you should be counted here with the rest of me. Alright, Chaldea, you will be the only one of us to leave the singularity and watch over you know what. You know who. You're all good with that. Oh, it's fine. As long as you were there, there could well be another chance for the rest of us to materialize again. Then again, we can settle which of us is the true Nobunaga once and for all.
The real deal Nobu.
So here I am. Say what? So instead of a Confederate of Kiyosu, you're holding a Confederates of Nobunaga? Also, isn't that a bit much even by GudaGuda standards? Yeah, it wasn't just me who came back, there's also Ichigo's.
Kagetora!
Nobunaga, what kind of lavatory was that?
Oh, I didn't even... I was wondering if they were gonna actually elaborate on what a bidet is. Oh, part of me was hoping. And to such a serious character like Kagetora. Oh, that's glorious. GudaGuda for the win. Is it a monster? Is it some kind of laboratory demon that waits to spray water on suspects? Oh, that's great. Oh, that's great. Takeuchi's noble phantasm is called Unlimited King of Knights. Let's see this. Oh, it's actually legitimate. That's awesome.
Kagetora, you're here too. Oh, hello, Solamash. It's good to see you again. It looks like I've been summoned to Chaldea myself, though I'm not sure how it happened. Did you pray to Bishmonten for help with something?
Kagetora!
Don't look at me, I didn't invite her. Mr. Scareface in the cafeteria and she's... Huh? Auntie, you're alive? Hey, Chacha, thanks again for helping out with Gonoku back there. Anyway, you were saying... Alright, come quick. Mr. Scareface is throwing a fit in the cafeteria. No, it's Mr. Hishikata doing...
Scary face. It's not who you think. Stop us at once. You're ruining my dignified lunchtime. Yes, Gordo. No, I think I'm making myself potato salad.
The hell's your problem? It's just one pickle. Those aren't just any pickles. Those are my pickles.
Mori, you're here.
Hey, bastard. Long time no see. Looks like I'm gonna be sticking around for helping you out here too. Now, what do you say we grab some lunch after I kill this bastard? You think you can kill me that easily? Go ahead and try, you little punk.
How in the world are these people? Explain yourself, Soul.
How was that? Who do you think you are? Give me my master orders. Wait right there. As soon as I finish this guy, you're next.
Oh, Soul, did you bring that obviously dangerous deranged servant here? Well, hurry up and stop him before it's too late, please. Pretty please.
Oh yeah, I guess I did tell Katsuzo, so he should come to Chaldea too.
Yeah, poor Gordolph indeed.
Oh well, this is Oni Musashi we're talking about. Like I say, it can't be helped.
You know, I'm wondering if Musashi has anything to say about him being Oni Musashi.
Well, you knock it off with those cutesy voices. I just even wonder when you're only through them occasionally.
Hey, Nobukatsu's here! Somehow.
Ah, could you say that again, sister? Oh, we'll wait till I get out the recorder. No, Katsu, how are you still alive? Whatever happened to your spirit origin being hollow?
Huh, there is certainly never a dull moment with you around, is there?
Try to keep it down in the meantime, or else you'll end up like Izo. What's that supposed to mean? You know very well what it means. What's that, Gramps? Sounds to me like you want to settle our score once and for all. They can certainly be a little noisy when they all get together like this, But I'm glad they're all here, Senpai.
A very GudaGuda event indeed.
So this is Caldea. No wonder there's never a dull moment around here.
True, boredom's the one thing we never have to worry about. Of course, in exchange, we do have to deal with a whole bunch of crises, some of which could end the world as we know it.
Are you sure you want to join us here? Absolutely. The way I see it, Bishop Montan's probably sent me here specifically so I could help with these potential world-ending crises.
Yeah, so as you've managed to wish Bishop Montan over to his side, huh? He's got charisma to spare, I'll give him that.
Can you think of a better reason for Bishop Montan to lend him his aid than to save the world? I certainly can't.
If you ask me, you're far more terrifying than any potential world-ending threat.
Haha, yes I know.
Oh well, hey Soul, what do you say we'll have lunch together? Come on, chief retainer of the Caldea clan. What are you waiting for? Go on, round us all up already.
Right away, Chief for Trainer Master Carlight preparing to make arrangements for lunch.
Sure, there's no place like Caldea. Was that her Demon King form just now? What is it, Soul? Do I look like someone else for a moment? Well, it doesn't matter what I look like. I'm still the same me I always was. And what is it I always say? That's right.
It can't be helped.
Lousy noises 24/7. Caldea is just a party every day. If it's you know what? If Caldea is a party every day, we need Corey. We need the man, the myth, the legend, Corey Baxter from Corey in the House, the best anime in existence. Okay, Tan. Oh no, we left her behind somehow.
Well, this is a problem. I was trying to get back to Caldea, but it looks like I got lost somehow. Now what should I do?
Well, that sucks. I'm not sure anyone even knows you were in this event.
Then Goku, you can talk.
You're only just realizing this. Where did you think the advice you got in battle came from? That?
Oh, so that was you. Thanks, Goku. I didn't realize you were helping me out so much.
Ah, there, right there. This is exactly your problem.
I'm sorry. I don't know why you're upset, but it's probably my fault. Oh, are you hungry? Would you like some of the rice ball that child gave me? I already had half of it, along with all the filling, but if you're okay with that...
Never mind that. But never mind the food. Look, I'll find Caldea for you, so just hurry up and get back there already.
You can do that, Rengoku? That's amazing! Now I won't have to bring anyone else with me when I go out to run errands.
You know what? Forget it. Find the way back on your own. That goes for your errands, too.
I'm not even gonna lift my scabbard to help you.
I'm not gonna talk to you anymore, either. Wait, is that her... Is that her blade? Is she talking to her blade?
Oh... I see you're telling me I need to be able to overcome adversity on my own. You're very strict when it comes to Majin, aren't you, Rengoku?
Well, let's just go already.
Oh, you spoke again.
Oh, Okitan, you are such an airhead. She's adorable. And Nagao Kagetora has officially joined Caldea. I'm Nagao Kagetora, the avatar of Tohachi Bokushimonten. A weak yet strong one. The great deeds you are undertaking are absolutely worthy of my devotion and obedience. Let me formally say I'll be in your great care. You know, I like Kagetora. She is a very interesting servant. She is quite the interesting one. Alright. Her profile has been updated. We won't worry about that right now. So, let's... Oh, wrong button. So, we have a tax collection and all-out assault. GudaGuda Final Majin Front 2021. There's more. Because we still haven't gotten our Holy Grail yet. So, it looks like we're continuing GudaGuda in tomorrow's stream. GudaGuda forever at this rate. So, once again, thank you guys so much for coming out. I hope that you enjoyed tonight's stream. If you did, leave me some feedback in whichever way you so see fit. Be sure to drop me a follow here on Twitch so you know when I go live, or drop me a like on YouTube to show your support there. A sub on either or platform would be appreciated as well, though the YouTube one will definitely be cheaper. Once again, thank you all so much for coming out. I hope you enjoyed. Have a GudaGuda evening, everybody.